Welcome collectors, Kyle the Collector, and this is the Retro Community Chest. So I was lucky enough to be a recipient. Batfan87 got theirs from Do You Nerd, and they decided the next in line is me, Kyle the Collector. So I'm very excited, and I just feel very privileged to be a part of this. So thank you to Joel and Diana. They're amazing people. I'm glad that I was introduced to them from Do You Nerd. Okay, so they are there in the southern part of Missouri, so they're closer to the Ozarks, but I'm up here in Kansas City, so I just love to meet YouTubers who are kind of local, same state, but kind of still far away. So thanks to YouTube, get to connect with these people. But they sent me this box, and I'm gonna unbox it and show you what I got.
Alright, so this all started with Retro Gamer Dad, who sent it to 8-Bit Glitch, who then sent it to Coopple of Nerds. Then it went to Do You Nerd, who sent it to Batfan87, and now it has arrived to me. So just a lot of gift giving going around in the community. So this letter just says it was a no-brainer, who to give this chest to, and they appreciate everything I do. And then we've got some autographs down at the bottom from Joel and Diana, so much thanks to them. So first we have got a Super Mario lunchbox of a mushroom. Alright, so this is perfect for bringing your lunch during a hard day's work in the Mushroom Kingdom. So I love the detail on this. So I could definitely see Mario taking this along, putting a sandwich in there. Alright, so we've got a Super Mario DS bag. So this is so cool. From back in the day when crossing your arms meant you were the coolest. Alright, so everybody was doing that back in the day, like Taz here. So cool. Heck, I even do it now. Look how cool I am. That's right. So we have got a 1-up cleaner for the Sega Genesis. That's really awesome. And then one for the NES, so give your game an extra life. So those front loaders are notorious for being malfunctioning, so they need to be cleaned quite a bit. All right, we have Lemmings, which was an awesome game of some suicidal rodents. You try to clear a path for them because they just walk without looking where they're going. So I play this a lot on PC, never play on SNES, so you can let these lemmings fall to their death. Wow. Or you could have them drown in the water. Poor little fellers. Or you could just crush them with boulders, turn them into goo. Alright, so there's actually a platformer called The Adventures of Lomax that came out for the PlayStation, which was a spin-off of the Lemmings. So definitely check out Sean Shaler's review of that video game. Alright, we have Pitfall, so I love adventure and Indiana Jones and all that, so this is awesome to get on my Genesis. You can then swing around on some vines, just like the original. So I used to play the original a lot as a kid on the 2600. And then we have Ramen Fury. It's a noodle card game. So I like how it's packaged just like a ramen package. So I eat my fair share of ramen for sure. So this is really cool. You take these cards that are like the ingredients and play with those. So very awesome. We've got Street Fighter 2 on the SNES. So this was a huge game in my childhood. Everybody in the neighborhood had this and played it all the time. So I love how it's the original, because there were definitely a lot of different versions of this game. It's kind of hard to keep track. So for me, the first is the best. Hadouken! Right? And so I, a few years ago, tracked this down on the Super Famicom, because I wanted to play this with the original names of these three characters. So In Japan, the boxer was M. Bison, but they had to change that because they were afraid Mike Tyson would sue because it's so similar. So they changed M. Bison to Balrog, and then the original Balrog became Vega, and the original Vega became M. Bison. So love this game. Very awesome. This inspired me to go watch the movie recently, and I gotta say the game is a lot better than the movie. So, whew. And then we have Final Fight, which is kind of a spin-off of Street Fighter. Okay, but instead of a fighting game, it's like a beat 'em up. So, also a popular arcade game from back in the day by Capcom. All right, we have a Game Genie. So you can put some codes in. So I have these for my Nintendo console, so very glad to have one for my Sega. And then we've got some steampunk goggles. So yeah, for when you want to look like Dr. Robotnik or something like that, I guess. Very cool. And another fashion accessory is coming up. So we've got some cool looking toads. Yeah, they're battle toads. All right, so what could this be? It is a shiny gold belt buckle. Very cool. All right, I think I'm set now. Got my fashion accessories. So here I am with my arms crossed, looking cool. Okay, so I think this is a good new look for me, for sure. All right, then we got Zoop on the Sega Genesis. So cool. And then we've got a Nintendo NES cartridge protector, as well as Pokemon Yellow, the Pikachu edition. So back in the 90s, America was being invaded by kids' entertainment from Japan. So Dragon Ball Z, Power Rangers, Tamagotchi, and Pokemon. And honestly, I didn't understand a lot of that stuff until Pikachu just won me over on the TV show. So I love him so much, I even went to go see the first movie the first day it came out and in the theaters, and then of course had to get the Pokemon Yellow version. So that's the only Pokemon game I ever bought or played back in the day. So glad to have it back in my collection. All right, we have Figure Fantasy, which is a book of some toy photography, which they call it photography sometimes. So you just take photos of your toys. Some people like to do kind of funny scenarios, like here's some bounty hunters in the elevator, or Superman revealing the identity of another superhero. And then we've got Luke Skywalker that I took a photo of. And then we've got the Mandalorian, the Vulture, and we got Cap. So I've started getting into photography of toys as kind of a hobby, so it's pretty fun. And then we've got a Star Wars coloring book. Very cool. Next up, we've got the Sports Almanac with all the statistics from 1950 to 2000. So in the hands of someone like Biff, oh man, or real life Biff, you could earn a fortune, I guess. Take over. So we have got a little figure. It's like a Zelda cart with a flux capacitor on the label, and he's got a zapper. So very cool, because these are some of my favorite things all in one. So I've done a video about Zelda carts, Back to the Future stuff, and a zapper video as well. So check those out for sure. And here we got Scooby-Dooby-Doo, where are you? Well, here it is, in box. Wow. Oh, wait a minute. That's not Scooby-Doo. That was Lemmings all along.
Yes, might have gotten away with it, too. If it wasn't for these blasted kids and their dogs.
And we've got a Sega Genesis Classics compilation.
All right, thank you to Batfan87. Amazing gifts I got in that box. So nice of them. I'm going to continue this, of course, so I'm going to send it to another YouTuber, and I will update you when they receive it and have done their video, and you can go check it out on their channel.